Hey everyone, welcome back. As you can tell, I am not wearing my workout gear today because I had an event earlier and I decided not to change. It's not about what I'm wearing, it's about the content of what I'm about to tell you. And today we are going to talk about what a workout is, what a workout consists of. But before we do that, quick update. Remember the 2 pounds I told you I'd gained in October or so, late October? Well, I weighed myself for the month of November and I lost them. Yay! The scale shows that yes, I did set myself back by gaining those 2 pounds, but right now I'm right where I was before I gained them. However, I do find that I've gained a little bit of muscle. That's what I think. And the scale is not reflecting any more weight loss than I had hoped. So I guess I'm just going to go with maybe it's muscle, or I just feel better. I feel like my clothes fit better. And that doesn't necessarily always translate on the scale. So I'm happy with where things are now. Now, jumping right back into a workout. I've spoken to a lot of people who tell me that they stick to the classes at the gym because they don't know what to do in the actual gym room. And that's completely understandable to me because just about until a month ago, and today is December 5th, 2013, so just about a month ago, I didn't know much about what to do in the gym either. I didn't know much about what a workout was. And so I was doing classes as well. Body pump, whoop, whoop, love that class. And lots of cardio classes and things like that, Zumba. However, I have gotten to familiarize myself with the gym. I think a lot of women need to do that because that's what's keeping us away. So today I just have a bunch of suggestions. Do them at your own risk. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. And these are just general suggestions. Everyone's workout is different. So I'm just going to jump ahead and tell you what a workout is, what a workout consists of when you say, I'm going to the gym. First of all, plan 60 to 90 minutes to be at the gym for a good workout. I know some people who can go in and go out in 45 minutes, and I know some people who take about 2 hours, but roughly I would say an hour to an hour and a half is the amount of time it takes to get a decent to a good workout in. Now, when you go in the gym, you want to go to a cardio machine, either a treadmill, a Stairmaster, whatever, and do a 3 to 5 minute warm-up. So that just gets your body warm, especially if you've been sitting at the computer all day and you haven't had a lot of movement. And so you do moderate to high intensity, get off the machine, and do a 2 to 3 minute stretch. So especially if you know what muscle groups you're planning to work out that day, make sure you give them a nice little stretch so that you prevent injury, you're not sore and tense and all that afterwards. I mean, you may still be sore, but not as bad. So you do that quick little warm-up, the quick little stretch, and then there comes in the century-old argument, which comes first, the cardio or the strength training? I say the strength training. A lot of sources agree and say strength training. I did a lot of research for this video, so I would go ahead and say strength training. Again, it varies by person. The argument for cardio first is that it gets your body warmed up and it gets your heart rate up. And I agree, that is true. However, that's what our warm-up is for, to get your body warmed up and your heart rate beating. I find that when I warm up before I start lifting, I sweat a lot more because I've just built, my body's warm, I've built it up. So you don't necessarily have to do a full-on cardio to get those results, in my opinion. The second thing I would say, well, the strength training argument, actually, it's for strength training first. It's more scientific. So the argument is that you lift better when you do strength training first, because when you do cardio first, your body utilizes the glycogen, which is stored sugars or fats, and so it uses them all up so that when you then go to lift weights, if you don't have any more glycogen left, it starts using the muscle in your body, so you're then losing muscle when you're lifting. And it's quite complex. You should Google it and read more about it, but bottom line, that's what it is. So you want to lift first and then do your cardio and maximize the calories burned and everything after that. So the next thing is pick a segment of your body. So pick a muscle group, or you can break up your body into how you want. So very common ways to break up the body parts in terms of lifting is upper and lower body. So anything below your waist is lower, anything above your waist is upper. People do chest, biceps, triceps. People do back and shoulders. And people do abs and lower back. That's a really good workout for balance. Core, you want to make sure whenever you do abs, you do lower back as well to avoid straining your back after doing all these abs, because you need to balance it. A way that people do not break up their workouts is left side, right side. So don't do that. And so the reason when people get more familiar, right now I still do upper body, lower body, but when people get more familiar with the gym, they break it up by muscle groups. And it may seem a little much now that you would go to the gym one day just to work your back and your shoulders. But when you think about it, just between your back and your shoulders, you have your trap, your anterior deltoids, your posterior deltoids, your lat, there's a lot going on. So that's already 4 muscles I've named muscle groups, and that's pretty much 4 different machines a lot of times. So there are a lot of machines in the gym, as you know, and a lot of them serve a purpose. I used to think some were just there. So when you break up the groups, you begin to see how you use almost every machine in the gym, because when you're working your lower body, it's not just legs. When you break it up, make sure you're not just doing upper body, biceps, triceps, and then lower body, hamstrings, and glutes, because you're doing squats. Make sure you get everything. So make sure you get the calves, make sure you get the hamstrings, the glutes, the quads. When you're doing the upper body, get the abs, get the deltoids, get the pecs, get the biceps and triceps, get everything in there, and you will see why it usually takes so long for people to get a full workout in. And that's why I rarely do a full body workout, because it would take a very long time to get my entire body with all the muscle groups. So figure out how you're going to break up your muscle groups, and then Google what machines, or ask at the front desk at the gym what machines work the different groups. So that you know when you're coming in that these are the machines I'm going to use because I want to work out this, and that. Funny story, I had this lady, amazing, sweet lady. I was on the rowing machine, and she was like, yeah, I just love this machine. You know, every time I get off, I just really feel my abs. And I was like, oh, okay. Because the rowing machine is for the posterior delts and the back, and so it's really not, if anything, it would be the arms as well as secondary muscle groups that are engaged. So it has absolutely nothing to do with the abs. I was a little confused as to how she got abs out of rowing, but hey, so make sure you know what machines work what. They usually have a little picture thing. Look at them so you know good form, so you know how you're gonna get the most out of that machine. So there's that, and then let's see. So okay, so when you're actually on the machine, typically people do 3 sets of 8 to 15. So what this means is, like, you do, let's say you're lifting or something, you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, not that fast. And so that's 1 set. And then you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12 or 15 3 times. And that completes a workout for that machine, a routine. And so what you want to do is obviously not that fast. Usually the recommended tempo is 2 to 4. So 1, 2 going up, 1, 2, 3, 4 coming down. And or if you're extending, 1, 2 going down, and 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up, so that you get the most of it. And as you progress, the slower you go, the more intense it is. So I'm not there yet. I'm not doing super slow. I'm trying to go 2 and 4 in terms of the tempo, with a 60 second, 30 to 60 second break between reps. So when you do 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12, and then you pause for 30 to 60 seconds, look at the clock, enjoy your music, flex it out a bit. Try not to go over a minute because you don't want your muscle to cool down or just start relaxing. You want to get back in the zone while it's still warm. So you get back in and then you do your 3 sets and then you're done with that exercise. So you want to plan maybe 4 to 6 exercises, because if you're doing 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps and you're having 30 seconds to a minute of a break, you want to really plan not too many exercises if you want to get it done between 30 and between 60 and 90 minutes. And you also don't want to exhaust your muscle groups, so you don't want to do 8 machines for your delts when they're fatigued and then you stop performing. So make sure maybe like 4 to 6 exercises, especially if you're just getting started. And then after you do all that with the strength, you go on to cardio. That's when you go to the treadmill or you go to the Stairmaster, elliptical, whatever, the bike, and you get started. Plan at least 30 minutes, maybe 45, maybe an hour. When you're getting started, consistency and moderation is key. So I would just go flat on the treadmill for like 30 minutes. Now I do high intensity interval training, HIIT. And so what that is you go really slow, or not really slow, you go average for about a minute, and then you jog for about a minute, and then you go average for about a minute, or a sprint, I should say, because it's high intensity. And then other options are the speed. So if you want to increase the speed to get more results out of it, or if you want to increase the incline. So some days I really don't feel like running, maybe I have a mild headache or something, I would just increase the incline. So I'm walking, but because of the incline, I'm putting a lot more effort. And some days doing that, I burn more calories than if I were jogging. And so after cardio, you do a 5 to 10 minute cool down for every hour that you worked out. I think they recommend 10 minutes. So 10 to 15 minute cool down, whereby you can walk on the treadmill, slow it down. After that, get about 10 minutes of stretching in, especially the muscle groups you work that day, so you're not particularly sore the next day. And you still may be sore, but it's okay to prevent injury. You do want to stretch after your workout. And then you're done. So what you want to do is make note of your progress, especially in cardio. For example, today I burned 623 calories or something. I was running for 45 minutes and I did over 4 miles. And I was pretty excited because usually it would take me 45 minutes to do 3 miles. So make note of these things, because as you see your progress, it will keep you motivated. And that's all I have for today. I hope it helps you in the slightest with planning a workout to go to the gym. As always, comment, ask questions, whatever, post it. And thank you for watching. Bye.